Welcome back, Lasers.
I'm Owen.
And I'm Kristen Gorham.
And we're going to be your hosts for the Laser Exclusive today.
We start with some breaking news for COVID-19 guidelines on campus. Our Taylor Viles is outside the testing center with the story.
It's been nearly 2 years since the Lasell campus shut down for the country's first bout with COVID-19. Since then, there have been numerous variants forcing both the university and the country to stay up to date with relevant policies such as masking, vaccinations, and testing protocols. But for Lasell students, the spring semester is finally offering some hope. Last Thursday afternoon, Lasell announced its new masking and testing rules through an email sent out by David Hennessy, and they finally shed some light on a return to normalcy for Lasell students. It stated that the campus has now become mask optional due to the compliance of the vaccine and the booster shot.
This was a result of the latest data particularly about the Omicron variant, which is pretty much almost 100% of the infections now. We have nearly fully vaccinated community, and that includes the booster now.
The university had required students to submit their proof of booster shot by February 2nd. For those who didn't submit, Arnold said the school worked to track them down.
And we actually put together a small group to do what we call a call-a-thon. And we literally divided up those individuals and we called them, sent them text messages and emails to remind them that they were now overdue and they really needed to get that booster shot in.
Some students wonder why masks are still required in the classroom setting, but Arnold explained if an unmasked student tests positive, everyone from their class must quarantine. Keeping the in-class mask requirement keeps students out of quarantine.
So in other words, if I'm sitting next to you in a classroom and we're both masked and I'm positive, I'm infectious, and I go test and I find out that I have COVID, you don't have to quarantine.
Thursday's email comes as a victory for students, as many have dealt with harsher guidelines over the last couple of years.
I feel like the new guidelines are great because, as you know, last year, being a student last year, there's not really much we could do. You know, we can't bring friends into our rooms. We can't, we had to eat in our dorm rooms. We didn't have to do much, but now it's just great to see that Lasell is starting to take things seriously as well as our mental health and see how it affects a lot of students as well.
The testing center will remain open on campus in case students or faculty feel sick or are concerned that they have been in contact with someone who is sick. But it will no longer be required to test on campus, and the weekly wristband system will also be discontinued.
Testing is always available. Okay, we want folks to feel comfortable.
Richard Arnold ended our interview by saying how pleased he is with the Lasell community's willingness to help limit cases and work together throughout all of COVID-19. He says the task force is hopeful that the guidelines will only continue to be lifted from now on. Reporting for LCTV, I'm Taylor Viles.
Thanks, Taylor. Ready to experience a night to remember? On Friday, CAB, MSU, and the pole stance team hosted a whiteout party on the second floor of the Arno Campus Center. There was a great turnout of students. WLAS was there to keep the party going, and everyone there was decked out in white.
Get ready to be excited to join the Drama Club's monthly play reading. If you love theater and are looking for a new monthly tradition, on Monday, February 28th, in the Yamawaki Auditorium at 7 p.m., they will be discussing their first play, Noises Off, by Michael Fram.
Bingo night is returning to campus. CAB is hosting the bingo game on Friday, February 25th at 8 p.m. in DeWitt Hall. The doors will open at 7:30 and the game is scheduled to go until 9 p.m. Come out and win the awesome prizes they will have.
Have you ever wondered about students' perspectives on Black History Month? Featured students and attendees will have meaningful conversation on Black culture and the history of the celebration. Join in on the conversation on Tuesday, February 22nd from 9:30 to 10:45 on Zoom.
Are you feeling stressed out about classes and schoolwork? Looking for a way to unwind and listen to live music? Then look no further. Come and join the Afroflow yoga class that is held this Friday on Zoom from 11 to 12:15 p.m. There's no prior yoga experience required, so feel free to pop in and enjoy a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Melanin Monday will be happening every Monday of February at the Arno Campus Center during common hours. Come and see students of color showcase their outfits and hairstyles. This event is for our students to feel included and appreciated, so no form of appropriation will be tolerated. That's all for today. Join us next time for more campus stories. I'm Kristen Gorham.
And I'm Owen. Thanks.